It's exactly like 5:35 p.m. on Sunday, August 7th, and I've been lying on this bed for about an hour and a half now. It's Sunday afternoon, and I've been catching up on just emailing on my phone, which is a small smartphone, and I don't have any other electronic equipment in this unit. I don't have a Wi-Fi router. I don't have a cable box or a TV. I don't have a desktop computer. I don't even have a functioning laptop right now. All I have are two smartphones, one of which I use, the other one I put in my bathroom with an alarm on it so I know when to get out of the shower. And over the last hour and a half, while I've been just resting on this bed, using my smartphone for normal stuff like emailing, the psychotic sex offender / surveillance expert, who's a cyber criminal / homicidal psychopath named Jasmine Irizarry, has been sitting somewhere in the vicinity of the bathroom that is behind this wall right here. And she's been smoking and propagating the same nauseating, rotting cigar smell that she has been propagating through that wall and through the walls of my bathroom for the last 2 days, nonstop pretty much throughout the afternoon. And while I've been lying on this bed, just minding my own business and trying to rest, and again, sending some emails and putting in some applications, she's been going to town with this remote stun gunning device that she's been using for over 2 years now. And she's been literally zapping me while I've been lying on this bed, just sending emails and putting in applications. She has not used this remote stun gunning device in about a week. I think I last reported her use of it about a week ago, also on the weekend. I had to call Greenville, I think at like 2 in the morning last weekend, because I was lying on my bed facing the ceiling, and she was literally just repeatedly zapping me while I was lying on my bed trying to rest at like 2 a.m. It always happens when I'm lying on my bed. So there's something around this bed, nothing electronic. I don't own any electronics. Like I said, the only electronic that I have is my cell phone that I'm holding in my hand right now. And cell phones do not emit high enough levels of electromagnetic radiation to zap your entire body repeatedly over and over, for hours at a time. This is what's been going on this afternoon. The psychopath / sex offender / homicidal cyber criminal named Jasmine Irizarry has been using some type of remote capacity electronic assault device on me while I've been lying on this bed, sending emails and putting in applications for jobs and for research studies and things like that. And it hasn't stopped. So I just had to leave a voicemail for the Greenville group, letting them know that their homicidal psychopath / sex offender / surveillance expert, who obviously does this because she can see what I do in the privacy of my apartment and has a problem with what she can see me doing. So then she starts literally using a remote stun gun on me when she sees me doing things that she doesn't like. And this has been going on for over an hour and a half. So while I'm sitting here minding my own business, sending some emails, putting in application, and it's happening right now while I'm talking. So she's using an electronic assault device that is remote controlled and that can deliver symptoms consistent with electrical shock at close range repeatedly on me physically while I'm lying here just minding my own business. And again, she's been sitting somewhere in the vicinity behind that wall, burning and deliberately propagating these intense, nauseating odors of rotting cigars throughout the entire afternoon. And while she's been using this remote stun gunning device, and it continues to happen, this is physical assault because it is physically harming me. It literally makes me feel like I'm lying here being electrocuted. So there's no difference between what I've been experiencing from whatever device that she's using and sticking my finger on an exposed electrical wire that is plugged in. It's the same exact feeling. You literally feel like you're being electrocuted or zapped, like there's an electrical current running through your entire body. This isn't just, like, oh, I'm having shortness of breath, or it's not anything local. It's like your entire physical body is being electrocuted. That's exactly what it feels like. And if anybody has ever owned a taser or a stun gun and you accidentally tasered yourself with your taser, which I have done on several occasions, that is exactly what this feels like. So remote controlled stun guns are available commercially on self-defense websites. So she's using something like that to physically assault me electronically while I'm lying on my bed, just minding my own business and not having anything to do with the low-life scum in this building, because that's all they are. They're a bunch of perverted, psychotic stalkers who use surveillance devices in people's private living spaces to perv and creep all over what their neighbors are doing, because they have no lives themselves and have very sad, boring existences. So they cannibalize the people in the adjacent units, specifically myself, and then get really aggressive and psychotic over what they can see these other people doing in their living spaces, because the stalkers themselves are the ones with the mental health issues. I don't have any mental health issues whatsoever. That's a verifiable scientific fact. It's a matter of medical records. So anybody who, looks through my medical records, not once in my entire life have I had to see a psychiatrist, a psychologist, or even a therapist. Aside from that one time in the 90s when my boyfriend and I had to go see a therapist because we were always fighting and we didn't want to break up. We were living together. We were having some, like faithfulness issues. Neither of us was faithful to the other, and we were just sort of all paranoid about who was cheating on who. So we went to see a therapist. But other than that, I have never personally had to go see a therapist myself, just because my boyfriend had some jealousy issues because he thought I was cheating on him and I thought he was cheating on me. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But while I've been lying on this bed for the last hour and a half now, the psychotic sex offender / surveillance expert, who's also a cyber criminal and homicidal psychopath named Jasmine Irizarry, has been sitting behind that wall, smoking and deliberately burning something that smells like rotting, nasty cigars. So she wants me to know that she's just a few feet away. And while she's been doing this, she's been going to town using some type of remote-controlled stun gun device or other type of electronic assault device that is remote-controlled. And she's been electrocuting me while I've been lying on my bed. These things are not science fiction. These devices exist. And she continues to use one of those to literally physically assault me while I'm lying on my bed.